Terry Burton's choice shows just one change from last week. Marcus Gale returns, and it's John Hartson, back from injury all too briefly at Bradford and suspended next Saturday, who drops down to substitute. Villa give Dion Dublin his fourth start in the comeback journey to Wembley. Alan Wright is fit again, and Lee Hendry gets a chance to influence the boss's cup final choice. George Boateng rests on 13 yellow cards. Terry Burton applauds the crowd, and for the last half an hour we've heard the chant of Terry Burton's Barmy. Mark Halsey from Welwyn Garden City is the man in charge. And it's a warm up in every sense at Selhurst Park. And for those of you of a superstitious nature, I should point out this is the 13th home meeting in league football between Wimbledon and Aston Villa. It's Dion Dublin, he's a bit short. Jason Ewley got a touch. Ben Thatcher with the long throw, met by Egil Olsen. Mick Harford next to the new acting manager, who's looking very much into the future, and not just for 2 games. Cunningham in the struggle with Carboni, who gains possession somewhat with the help of Cunningham. This is Paul Merson, and that's a good ball to Hendry, and it's well pulled down, and it wasn't a bad ball across the box. There weren't enough players forward for Villa, only Dublin. Thompson gives it away. Here for offside, he's not. Carboni. Dublin far side! And a let-off for Wimbledon. Didn't meet it that well. And he's a bit cross about it, I think. Ball needlessly given away. Appeal for offside, but not when the ball was played, according to the assistant referee, and I think he was right. But Dublin really made a bit of a mess of it. Caught. Lovely header by Gale, and a good shot. Headed on the up, did Hughes. But it proved not to be a test for David James. Swirled quite a lot, but he had plenty of time. Cunningham. Thompson. Carboni. Delaney wants it on the far right. Almost set up by the intervention for Lee Hendry, which would have been hard on Jason Ewell. Gale goes left. Court is right. This is Anderson. Hughes, time to find a decent cross, and it's curling a lot, and it's an own goal by Egil Olsen. Hughes' cross, and a bit of help for Terry Burton's side. goals come from. A lot of curl, a challenge there, and Egil bent to put it past his own goalkeeper. And Michael Hughes was given plenty of time here to look up, pick his man, but he didn't know that his man was going to be Egil. Gale behind him, but there appeared to be no call, and Hughes very happy with his part in the proceedings. One thought perhaps for Egil, better now than in 2 weeks' time down in London. That's a foul by Blackwell. Just eased Dublin out of the way. Egil has gone forward in the hope that he can make an early atonement. Alboni, the player just behind the wall. It's going to be Thompson. Ball did its job. Not too difficult when it comes at ankle height. Well up. Testing. And it was Egil. Came close. Ball really well swept out to the right, and a good climb, and Sullivan was quite relieved to see that come down on the roof. Well on by Dublin, Carboni trying to get it behind again. And Ryderson very positively across. He's a bit of a thorn in their side. And he's prickling a bit. Interesting, rather different cross. That's well played by Hendry, good shot! Excellent save by Neil Sullivan. Fine piece of football by three players. This is very well done by Hendry. First time shot and a brilliant stop. And Scotland's #1 showed why then. Carboni. Barry. Genuine attempt to keep it in, but not successful. The captain has to retire, Kenny Cunningham, and he's replaced by Duncan Jupp. He seems to be full of youngsters enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the football too. Yes, we've seen you. So's Mum probably. Hughes, the provider of the one goal. Right. Losing out. And here's Marcus Gale. Came off Gareth Barry. Good try. Got wide by Ardley. Another occasion when Aston Villa were caught looking very much second best at the back. And Michael Hughes, not surprisingly, stays down for a moment. It's a meeting of feet, both with eyes on the ball. Hughes turned into the oncoming Delaney, but Delaney with foot coming down, and Mr. Halsey's opinion is deserving of the booking. It was a stretch from quite a long way. Any player sent off on the Villa side this afternoon would miss the cup final, and he now has one yellow card. But that's unfortunate for for Wimbledon. The ups and downs when you're battling at the bottom of the table. And an opportunity for Damien Francis. And here's Dublin! Oh, he's had two good opportunities in the half. A poor header early on, and a disappointing shot there. A mistake by Thatcher, and he just completely mishit the ball to Dion Dublin. So at half-time, thanks to an excellent save by Neil Sullivan, which denied Alan Thompson, Wimbledon have a one-goal advantage given them by Egil Olsen. A check through Wimbledon's record will show that since Joe Kinnear had his heart attack back in March '99, Wimbledon have won just 7 times in 47 matches. And their current run of 8 consecutive defeats is a club record. But they lead by a precious goal. Start of the second half. They'll make all the difference. We shall see. This is Carbone. Caused problems early on and might have caused problems then if it had been somebody other than Dublin coming into the box. 5 players in midfield seem to be a little reluctant to support the front player when Carbone goes wide. John Gregory's team with 3 wins and 2 draws since the semi-final, and they've only been beaten once in 19 Premiership games. Bit of space for Merson to move into. It's a lovely way to ball, and that is a miss by Egil. Oh dear. One of those afternoons for Ugo Egil. A wonderful pass by Merson. And it was almost criminal that it should have been wasted. Wimbledon totally caught out. The chairman of the club, Egil Olsen, on the left, looking at his watch, and Kato Slomberg, who's just been brought onto the board, to his left. We wait for the cross. Well up by Delaney, and it's 1-1, and the scorer is Lee Hendry. But it's been coming since the start of the second half. Wright's cross, good climb by Delaney, good finish by Lee Hendry. Thatcher will be disappointed. And it was well guided past Horadison and Sullivan, and with 56 minutes played, it's 1-1, and the tension returns to Selhurst Park. 1 point in their last home fixture may well not be enough, and the rather cruel shout from the Villa supporters is going down. Southgate, right. It's a good way to ball in. This is Barry. A neat piece of play. And Gareth Barry prepared to go on his less favoured foot. No doubt that John Gregory wants the victory. And he sounds suggesting they're going to get it. Southgate. And Dublin! Suddenly found himself completely unmarked, and this time his shooting boots were certainly there. Ball that cut out the entire Wimbledon defence to the point when you were looking to see whether there was a flag to be raised, but there wasn't. Wimbledon back players did not protest and apparently went to sleep. You would think that John Gregory's team had just gone behind rather than got into the lead. And Wimbledon bring on John Hartson and take off Carl Court. And John Hartson, it might be said, owes his team something. That's good cover across the back by Gareth Barry. Not the best of clearances by Thompson. This is Gale. And Dublin and Jupp having a rather silly moment, and I think Dublin's going to get booked for that. He was held initially, Dublin, but then because of that he just tripped his man. The referee caught the counterpuncher, but I don't think he has any choice other than to book Dublin. It's a blatant trip. Barry. Hardly wins the corner. Hopes. Well out by Egil. Oof. A little bit of a miss-hit, I suspect, by Anderson. But it had certainly beaten David James. Now biting times. Praying times. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Egil's header. Oh, Samuel puts it away. And his goalkeeper looks at him in some disbelief. Again, 2 in the 6-yard box, 5 to come from further out. France is looking for room. And it's in! And it's Hartson! They're all off the bench, total celebration. Could make a huge difference. It would take them out of the bottom 3. If the news we've had from Filbert Street is right. Hartson met it. James got nowhere near it. His first mistake he's made in the match, really. Never looked like getting that. And John Hartson, well, he was caught, James, to be fair, by Francis. Francis turned and the goalkeeper was knocked away. And John Hartson has scored what may be a priceless goal. Joachim Carboni. And Hartson's 9th goal of the season. He leads the charge off the pitch before anybody else comes on. And Terry Burton's side live to fight on to the final fixture in Southampton, and the advantage has swung their way. points to level. Goal advantage is with Wimbledon. An own goal by Egil after 15 minutes. Hendry the equaliser after 56. Dublin with what looked to be the winner after 74. And Hudson in the 3rd minute of stoppage time, making it 2-2. Another twist in the Wimbledon tale.